feel the same. I go hard, yeah, that's my babe. We go on and on and on and on, on and on and on, on and on. Listen, man, good tune, never bad boy. We go on and on, on and on, on and on, on and on, on and on.
What's good, Donnas? Back again today with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you and reviewing for you guys the new Kylie x Kendall palette. Finally, Kylie collabed with Kendall. I feel like we were all waiting for this. This is to me like the most iconic sister duo. So this is the palette that I'm going to be using in today's video. I wish that I would have got my hands on more of the items in the collection, but unfortunately when I hopped on the site I had like 4 or 5 items in my cart, and it did like this weird loading thing, and when my cart updated, literally all I had was the palette. So I was like, let me just check out immediately before I even lose the palette. So you get both sisters only on the unicarton of the palette. So the actual palette just says Kendall on it. So yeah, so it says Kendall by Kylie Jenner, and this is what the palette looks like. Super pretty, you guys. I love the fact that there's so many neutral tones, but then you do get like a row of like really pretty like summer colors. When I seen this palette, or even just thinking about Kylie Jenner, Kim Kardashians, and that whole type of family, I always immediately think of smoky eye. So today I wanted to give you guys a typical brown smoky eye, but I did not want to neglect using those beautiful colors in the palette. So of course I had to just do like a little, you know, smoky eye, but add a little pop of color, if you get me. I'm obsessed with the way that this look came out, you guys. I'm feeling a real, you know, Kardashian, real Jenner over here. I got my hair nice, sleek and straight, giving you, you know, Kardashian vibes. Also at the end I do let you know my final review and my thoughts on the palette, so make sure you stay till the end. And yeah, if you guys want to see how I got this smoky eye with a pop of color using the new Kendall and Kylie palette, then you already know what to do. But definitely before you go, make sure you hit that subscribe button, that way you do not miss out on any of my uploads, because girl, I've been super consistent lately. And yeah, if you guys want to see this look, then you already know what to do. Keep on watching. Bye. Alright, so y'all already know, let's jump straight in. So of course I have my brows on and I'm putting on my bougie little hair clips. Yes, I gotta get into it. I'm feeling real bougie today. So first things first, of course, priming our lids with the P. Louise base, and this one is in the shade Rumor 2. This has been my go-to for priming my lids, of course, because it just gives me like a blank canvas, and I just love the way that it does not make my eyeshadows crease, and it makes them show true to color and just gives you the perfect base. So this is the Kendall Kylie palette, you guys, and this is the back of it with all the shade names, but this is the actual palette. It just says Kendall on it, and as you guys can see, this palette is stunning. It is full of a lot of neutrals, which is my favorite part, but you do have your row of pops of color. All right guys, so I went ahead and did one eye off camera just to see what we're doing. So the first shade I went in with is the shade Loyal, which is this really pretty warm brown. Oh my god, this shade is so beautiful, and I took that on a Morphe M433 brush just to pack this on into my crease. So as you guys can see, I'm just wiping that in windshield wiper motions, just getting that deposited into the crease, and of course with this brush is going to blend it out at the same time. So now I'm going in with the shade Cup of Tea, which is a more neutral brown, and I'm taking this now on a BH Cosmetics. This is their Rose Gold collection, and I talked about this brush in my favorites. This is the number 6 brush, and it's a smaller blending brush, and I just love this for blending out like all the harsh edges and everything like that. And as you guys can see, with a smoky eye, I like to go for more of like a rounded look, so I'm making sure that my outer corners is rounded. So now I'm packing on the shade Brunettes, Do It Best. Yes, let them know, Kylie. Okay, dark hair mommy over here. And yeah, I'm taking also that mixed with the shade Loyal, just to give me the perfect lid shade. And as you guys can see, I am packing that on my lid and also working that up my way into the crease, just to meet that warmer brown that we laid in the crease. So yes, and as you guys can see, girl, her formula is sickening. Everything is blending beautifully. All the pigment is there. Like, I love this palette already. I can definitely see that I'm going to be using this palette a lot. Okay, look at that. Yes. So now I'm going in with that bright yellow, and this one is in the shade Runs in the Family. Y'all know I love a yellow. And it's crazy because I was actually going to keep this look just a typical brown smoky eye, but like I said, my fingers just couldn't resist, and I had to just pop in some yellow. Okay. So now to highlight the brow bone, I'm taking that pale white shade. Well, it's not white, it's more like a cream shade, and this one is the shade Model Energy, which is such a cute name, and I love that they incorporated this shade. Like, yes girl, that is essential for a brow bone highlights. But moving on to eyeliner, this is the Collab eyeliner. I'm not sure the shade, but it is like a brown liner, and I'm using that just right across my lash line, and I am gonna smudge it out with a matte black eyeshadow. And this eyeshadow is from JOUER, and this one is in the shade Licorice. You already know this is my favorite matte black eyeshadow. And yeah, so I was gonna just leave it just on my lash line, but I decided to wing it out because, you know, Kylie always has a little slight little baby wing just to lift her eyes. So I wanted to do that. And then now I'm gonna take the shade Thicker Than Water, which is that super poppin' orange, and I'm gonna throw that right in my inner corner. And for that, I'm gonna be taking my ColourPop. This is their E10 brush, my favorite inner corner brush. And then I also top that off with the yellow as well, just to like brighten it up a little bit. So I kind of did my own little concoction in the inner corner, and it was bomb. So now I'm gonna throw on my lashes, and then I wanted to use this new KKW Beauty mascara that I did get in my haul. If you guys watched it, this is new, and I was actually really impressed with this mascara as well. It was actually really good. So yeah, I wanted to leave the footage in so that way you guys can actually see the mascara in action, because I actually always edit this part out because I'm like, who wants to see me putting on mascara, you know? But I wanted to show you guys how thick and like how amazing my lashes were, like really coated. I was like, okay sis. Anyways, so moving on, the lashes are on. These are my Lilly lashes in So Extra Miami. All of the products of course will be linked in the description box. And girl, don't you hate when you forget to go wet your beauty blender and you gotta get up again? Like, I hate that. Thumbs up if you could relate. But anyway, moving on to the face, I'm using my Smashbox Coconut Primer Water, one of my faves, to hydrate and prime my skin. And I've been really liking this JUNO&CO. This is their Moonshine cream. Girl, she is thick. And I tried this for the first time in a few videos back, and girl, I've been obsessed with it ever since. It's really good, you guys. It is a 2-in-1, so it's a primer and a moisturizer, so that's why it's called, you know, the miracle cream. And sis, like, it is bomb. A lot of influencers actually been raving about this primer, and I'm here to tell you that, girl, the hype is real. So now going in with the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I'm taking this because I want my makeup to last all day long because I have things to do, and clearly it's summertime, so this is going to ensure that your makeup is actually going to really grip and last all day. So now, of course, finally moving on to foundation, I'm taking the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. This is one of my favorite foundations just when I want my skin to look really natural and pretty and look like my skin but better. So this one is in the shade Punjab, and I am blending this out, of course, with one of my holy grail sponges. This is the e.l.f. Total Complexion Face Sponge, and I love this foundation so much. You guys see just how pretty it looks, like just like skin. Like, I love it. Like, yes. So now going in with cream contour, I'm taking the Juvia's Place cream contour stick, and I will leave the shade down below. But yeah, I did pick up a darker shade just so I can obviously contour, and I've been obsessed with this as well lately because it's just so good, and I love that it lasts like a really long time, and the blendability is amazing because it is a foundation stick. So yeah, if you guys have not tried this for cream contour, I'm letting you guys know you definitely have to try it. I don't know what you're waiting for. So now really quickly, of course, we have to snatch my nose. So I'm just taking whatever's left over on my little small dual fiber brush. This is by e.l.f., by the way, and I'm also just using that to snatch my nose and of course blend out my forehead, get it all good. You guys just see how easy this cream foundation stick blends out. It's like butter, girl. So sticking with Kylie, I wanted to take the concealer. This is the Kylie Jenner Skin Concealer, and this one is in the shade Ivory, which sounds super light, but it's not. I usually like a more like light medium yellowy tone type of concealer. So yeah, I love this concealer. I know like months ago this was like my holy grail concealer. I couldn't stop using it, and it's crazy because I haven't used it in a while, so this video actually made me realize how much this concealer is actually super bomb. I love that it's not super thick, but it has really nice coverage. So it's gonna cover everything on your under eye, but it's not gonna feel heavy, which is my favorite part. And it also feels hydrating, and also this concealer does not crease on me, which is the most important because I hate a dry cracky concealer. And as you guys can see, it is just so pretty. So now to set that in place, I'm taking the MERCIER. This is their translucent setting powder, and I'm using that on my damp sponge, and I'm just gonna use this to push and press into my under eye. I don't necessarily like to bake because, like I say all the time, I am dry, so I really don't like too much powder on my face. So I just like to lock my concealer in place and also like to set my foundation. So to set my foundation, I'm going to use my Sephora Micro Smooth powder. Like I said, this is not a thick cakey powder. This is actually a very natural type of finish powder, so it's just going to set my foundation in place and make sure, of course, that I'm not melting throughout the day. So for bronzer, I'm taking my NARS Laguna matte bronzer. This is the new one that just came out, and packaging is sickening. And I'm taking this on a big fluffy brush. This one is, I believe, from Royal and Land Nickel. Oh my god, this brush is so good for bronzer. So lately I've been using bigger brushes for my bronzer because I'm more lazy and I want more of a sun-kissed type of bronzer look, not necessarily like a harsh contour, but sometimes I'll be ODing, so I have to clean it up. So now I'm taking this Milani baked bronzer, and I want to give my face more of a glow, but not necessarily doing it with highlights and giving your skin like too much of a sheen. I just want more of a natural glow, so I like taking a baked bronzer on top of my bronzer, especially in the summertime. And girl, this is a Kylie look, okay? We're all for that natural pretty skin. So now taking this Milani blush, and if you see Autumn on the side dancing, oh my god, girl, she was performing and just going off on the side of me throughout this whole video. But surprisingly, I didn't kick her out today. Usually I get annoyed really quick and I'm like, yeah, you gotta go. But I was so zoned out with this makeup look that I was just like into it. I was just letting her rock. And I know that sounds pretty mean, but when I'm doing my makeup, girl, I want to be in peace, especially when I'm zoned out and I'm working. So yeah, this is Leslie time. But no worries, I will be putting Autumn in one of my upcoming videos pretty soon, so that way you guys can get to see her, because she hasn't been in my videos in a little minute. So yeah, I just quickly lined my eyes with a nude Rimmel eyeliner, and now moving on to the shade Brunettes Do It Best, and I'm using this to smoke out my lower lash line. This one is more of a cool tone, so I thought it would like contrast really nicely with my lower lash line. And then I also did, of course, throw a little bit of that yellow on a smaller blending brush, just so that way everything is nice and cohesive with the top. And on a small little detail smudger like square brush, I like to take a little bit of black and get really, really close underneath my lashes, just so that way I could smoke this look out just a little bit further, because I love a good smoked out smoky eye. So this is the part when I wanted to do the duotone inner corner. So now I'm taking a little bit of the yellow right underneath the orange. So I do have orange and yellow in my inner corner, so it was kind of like a two-tone inner corner, super sickening. So at first I was going to take this new e.l.f. highlighter. This one is in the shade White Gold, and it was more on the white side, and I wanted something more golden to complement this look. So I did take the JACLYN Hill Loose highlighter, and this one is in the shade Balm, and this one is more of like a darker yellowy type of golden highlighter, and this one just went with the look so much better. So I will be saving that e.l.f. highlighter for a different video. But yeah, anyways, as you guys can see, this look is coming out super cute. So last but not least, of course, is the lips. So I do have these new Milani lip liners, and I believe this one is in the shade 170, and these are retractable, so you do not have to sharpen them, which is clutch. And I like more of a darker, like chocolatey brown lip liner. Especially for this look, I wanted to do more of a brown glossy lip. So now I'm taking the Jordana TICIA lip gloss, and this one is in the shade Mocha. And girl, ooh, this lip gloss was so perfect for this look. I feel like honestly the lip really made the eye stand out even more, because y'all know typically I would just do my traditional go-to nude lip, but I wanted to do something different in this look. And it's crazy because I never do smoky eyes and I never do darker lips, so I'm giving you the whole look today, okay sis? So I did want to lighten up the center just a little bit, so now I'm going in with the gloss, and this one is in the shade Beige. So these are both glosses, they're not liquid lipsticks, and yeah, I'm just mixing it in just into the center, and I do not want to take away from the brown too much, so I didn't overdo it. And yes, that lip, girl, oh my god, one of my favorite parts of this whole look. This whole look is just bomb. Like, I love this look so much. But anyways, now I'm taking the e.l.f. glowy setting mist, and yes, I'm setting this face and I'm adding that glow, because bitch, I'm ready to step outside and I'm ready to stunt on these hoes, okay? Nah, let me stop. But tell me I'm not serving you guys Snapple realness. It's crazy. This is like my favorite drink, and when I peeped that my eyeshadow literally just looks like this Snapple peach tea, I was like, okay, but I'm here for it, all right? So anyway, this is the finished look, and now I'm gonna jump into my final thoughts on this palette. Alright beauty, so this is the completed makeup look using the Kylie and Kendall palettes. I am obsessed, you guys. I have not did a smoky eye like this in a little minute, so I'm like totally here for this. I love all like the nude vibes, the nude cami with the brown smoky eye, but there definitely is a little hints of color with the yellow and the orange. So this is a smoky eye that is perfect and super wearable for summer because it does have those little hints of colors. As far as the palettes, like I said, because this is the only thing that I can give you guys my thoughts on as far as everything else in the collection. So yeah, as far as the palette, you guys, girl, bomb. I really was impressed with this palette. I'm starting to notice that the more Kylie is expanding her brand and coming out with new launches, her stuff is honestly starting to get better from what I could remember. When Kylie first came out, you guys, I'm not gonna front, I kind of felt like her stuff was trash. But I will say this palette and recently all of her recent launches has been really like dope. And girl, honestly, this palette is definitely a steal. If you can get your hands on this palette, I highly recommend it. One, because there's so many neutral shades, so this is gonna be an awesome everyday palette. You're gonna get a lot of use out of it. And then, like I said, you also get that really pretty row, which is those nice, like, you know, little pops of color if you wanted to, you know, have a little color moments, or even do something like I did today where you're kind of like mixing best of both worlds, if you get me. Yeah, that was my final thoughts on the palette. I say get it if you could get your hands on it. I'm all for supporting the antics of a crazy makeup buy, okay? But if it's trash and save your money, then I'll tell you save your money. But if it's worth getting, girl, best believe I'll tell you it's worth getting. So yeah, that was everything, and that was my final thoughts on the Kendall Kylie palette. So yeah, thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this makeup look. Let me know what you think of this look. I am obsessed. And yeah, thank you all for watching this video. Leave your girl down a comment in the comment box below. And until next time, guys, bye.